Mia cucina in Italian means my kitchen. And today, oggi, no fadale. Today, no apron. I am going to show you two amazing, delicious sandwiches. One is Green Goddess. And Green Goddess, you know, when there was a big thing, I think in the 60s or 70s, I'm not quite sure. I didn't come to this country until the end of 69, and I was 13, so I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to walk you through this entire thing. So we're going to do a Green Goddess sandwich and an Italian-inspired sandwich. And it all starts with all these amazing, delicious ingredients, and I'm going to walk you step by step. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start on my Green Goddess sandwich. So I have a beautiful avocado here, and I'm just kind of going like this. It's nice and soft. So I'm just going to have a little bowl right here so I can take the pit out, and then be very careful. So start with the avocado down here and put your fingers behind the avocado right here. Hello everybody, I see you. We are live. And then I'm just going to kind of go around. I'm going to move the avocado around just like that. You know, then kind of twist it, and that's what you get. Then we take the pit, get the pit out. Get the pit out. Get the pit out. And it comes out. So I'm done with that first one. And I'm going to keep my knife. I just wiped it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a spoon. And what I have in here is I have a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and what I have here is a half a teaspoon of half a lemon juice. So it's a fresh half lemon juice. And then what I want to do is I want to get my avocados right in here like so. And then what I'm using, I'm going to be utilizing some really good grain bread. So I have a toaster, you know, just like at home, nothing fancy. And I am just going to put my toasty here. I want it to get nice and toasty. So get a good grain bread, and I highly suggest that because it's going to make it so tasty. So now we just scoop the avocado out. And avocado's got all kinds of health benefits. I'm not really going to get into the health benefits. I really do not know where this grain, I'm just going to start cutting it up like so, just like this. And as I'm talking to you, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it ready to start mashing it with all this deliciousness, and I want to coat it as I am getting in there. So do you need an overripe avocado? Not really. It doesn't have to be overripe, because sometimes overripe may go bad. I don't know how Green Goddess started or where it all started, but I remember there used to be a salad dressing called Green Goddess. I never had it, so I do not know. So this is my interpretation of a Green Goddess, and why not make it into a sandwich, right? So as you can see, I'm just using my spoon, and I'm just kind of going like this gently without breaking the glass. I've done that before. When I had a masher, actually, I had a masher, and one time I hit it too hard and it did not work. So now I will do it a little gently. So now, as you can see, it's starting to become more. See what I'm doing here, guys? See what's happening here? Let me bring this closer. See what's happening here? So we are just kind of making it, because I want to be able to taste the avocado. In the meantime, you know, my toaster is doing its thing. So while my toaster is doing its thing, I have taken a tomato. Now I'm going to turn this over because, you know, I don't have one of those very wide toasters. So, you know, depending on how toasty you want your bread to be. Again, you know, coming back here, and now, as you can see, it looks pretty good and it's pretty smashed just by doing it with a spoon. And now it's got this beautiful flavor. Now, what I'm going to be utilizing for this particular sandwich, I am going to be utilizing some arugula. We love arugula. It is peppery. It's got this beautiful flavor. It just melts in your mouth as you're eating this deliciousness. So I'm going to be utilizing arugula. I am going to be utilizing sliced tomatoes, sliced cucumbers. I have some goat cheese and some green onions. So now my toast is done. So what I want to do is I'm going to use it in here. Because since I'm going to be making 2 sandwiches, what I have here is I have a plate, and I have just taken some carrots. Let me bring that closer to you. Some carrots and some cucumber, and I just dusted it a little bit with some seasoning salt, and because there's the freshness. Now I'm going to bring my bread over here, because I'm going to show you how to assemble this deliciousness. And I want to take a good... I don't know about you, but when I have my sandwich, I load my sandwich up. So I want to have a a good tablespoon on each side, because why not? It'll keep it nice and yummy. So 1 avocado per person, or half avocado per person, is however you want to play it out. I want to make sure I get all of that. And then with the same spoon, because we don't want to make a mess. We want to be able to see, look what I'm doing right here. You're just going to start spreading the avocado. And I'm telling you, you're going to love this avocado sandwich, Green Goddess. All right, now that I have this deliciousness, I'm done with this. Put that on the side. Give myself a quick cleansing here. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to start with some sliced cucumbers. It's going to give us a nice crunch. See that? Just put it right on top of that. And then I am going to take my tomatoes. Whoop, the little guy tomato, he wanted to just leave. No, we cannot have you leaving. And then after that, I'm just going to grab a little bit of the green onions. And I'm just going to put it on the other side. Just a little onions. Now, you can omit the green onions. You don't have to have the green onions. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pile it with this beautiful arugula. It is a beautiful sandwich. I am going to turn it over like so. The tomatoes may want to go somewhere else, but we're not going to let them do that. So kind of work with me. We are live here. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that you have a very sharp knife, and we're going to cut it on the bias. We're going to cut this on the bias. And gently, there we go, on the bias. So don't cut this way, move it back and forth. And then we have our first sandwich. So I am going to take my plate right here, because I am going to, why not, have a half a sandwich of each, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one sandwich right here like so. Oh. And look at that. Look at that. Look at the size of that sandwich. Oh my goodness, I just tasted some. And it's amazing and delicious. So if something like this happened, you guys, put it right back in there. Put it right back in there. That's what happens when you make a nice sandwich like this. It'll be messy. Make sure that you have some paper with it. Okay, so now I'm done with that one. But wait a minute. Let me get something for my hands. Because what we want to do is to bring back the sandwich. Because what I forgot to do is I forgot to put the goat cheese. We're going to add some goat cheese, some crumble goat cheese right on the top. Right on the top. There we go. Right on the top like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish it like so. I like to kind of put the goat cheese right on here. I know it's messy. Make sure you have lots of napkins. And then you're looking at this beautifulness. I'm going to bring the other one over here. I find it this way for me, but not everybody, it works for them that way. But for me, when I want to do this, I really want to pile on everything to make it look so delicious and so yummy. And then we have our other one. All right, so then now I am going to be showing you my Italian-inspired one. I'm just going to move the decks over here. Let me grab my one here over here. I am done with my goat cheese. So remember, on the green goddess, we utilize sliced tomatoes, sliced cucumbers, we utilize arugula, we utilize the avocado, we utilize the goat cheese. And now for the Italian-inspired one. So here what I have is, I have a lime that I squeezed, that's in here. To this, what I am going to do, because this is the Italian-inspired, what I have here is I have 2 teaspoons of oregano, dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic, a teaspoon of salt, and I also have some spezie, green pepper flakes. You can omit that, and I'm just going to mix it together. I'm just going to mix it together because I can always use this for some other things, you know, this mixture. And then what I do, I don't throw anything away, guys. I just put everything in little jars, like this little jar right here. And that's how I keep all, and then I just write down what's in it. And I'm just going to take a good pinch of that. I'm going to use 2 pinches. I feel like 2 pinches today. So I am done with this. So this now I can utilize for something else. You know, this can be good on chicken or other wonderful things, you know, pork. So what I want to do is I want to shifuli, you know, my shifuli means mixing. So now this is getting ready for my next avocado. And remember, we remove the pit. Now I am going to grab my avocado here. Let me get this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then we're just going to go around this avocado right here. Twist. Okay. And then I am going to, oh, what happened to my spoon? Oh, my spoon disappeared. It's okay. We have another one. And I just want to get in there, right in here like that. Oh, the other spoon went on the other side. I just want to make sure I got every bit. Now we could, you know, get it, hit it. Be careful. Don't hit your hands. If you don't get it good, make a twist. And that is done. We finished with that. And then what I do is I come right in the edges right here. The edges, see the edges right here? And I just come right in here like so. And I scoop the whole thing out, just like that. Very simple transaction. I'm done with that. Okay, and then the same thing with this, guys. You know, same thing. And what we want to do is, because there's no mayonnaise that's going to go into any of this. No mayonnaise goes into this Italian-inspired. Actually, there's no mayonnaise going in any of this. Now, on this right here, I do want to add an insy-pinsy of olive oil. Just an insy-pinsy, maybe less than a teaspoon. Maybe, you know, if you want a teaspoon or half a teaspoon, it's however you want to play it out. So let me move this out of the way. Now, as I am doing this, as you can see, you don't have to have any fancy things. A spoon will do, guys. Even a spoon, you know, like that's got the holes in it, and you can just smash it with that. Oh yeah, baby. But I kind of like to just kind of go this way, because in that way there's little more of a bite on the avocado. And like I said, you know, avocados are so healthy for you. They're so good for you. Hello, I see you beautiful people. I don't have my glasses, I can't see. So this is going to be for my Italian-inspired. So let me go ahead and get my wonderful breads in the toaster. Now, if you don't want to use a toaster and you have an oven, I would put it at 350 degrees if you don't have a toaster and you have an oven. And I would watch it for maybe 3 to 4 minutes. I usually don't. I don't do it on the toaster. Sometimes I have grilled the bread, and I could have grilled the bread if you want something, you know, more of that. So now what I want to tell you is the ingredients that I'm going to be utilizing for this particular Italian-inspired one. All right, but I am not done to put things in here. So what I want to do now is that I want to get some parsley. Yes, some parsley. And I want to use some basil. Yes, I'm going to be utilizing some basil. How much basil? Maybe 2-3 leaves of basil. And as you can see, you know, just a little bit of the parsley. Parsley has great health benefits, guys. Oh. It happens in kitchens, you know, it happens in mine. So I'm going to use the same knife. Why not? I don't want to be cleaning knives. I'm the one that does all the dishes. Hey! Okay. I'm done with that. So I just want to bring a little bit, so I just want to add a little bit of the basil and a little bit of the wonderful parsley. Now, I grow my own herbs, and I highly suggest for you, if you can grow your own herbs, they're not that hard to grow, guys. Very simple, because, you know, things are so expensive. Yes, things are really going off the roof. And so, you know, when you have your own herbs, you're saving some money. You know, herbs are like $5. $5 for just a little thing of herb. Well, I could just buy, you know, for 99 cents, you know, sometimes on sale, I can buy the seeds and I can grow my own. Now, to this beautifulness that we have here, I want to add my parsley with my basil. After all, this is an Italian-inspired sandwich. All right, my bread is done. I'm going to turn it over to the other side because I want it nice and crispy. And then what I want to do is I want to mix that in here. Look at this. It smells already like Italy. Yes. Okay, so then now that we have this, I am going to have my bread just come up. Bring my bread over here like so. Again, we are just going to top this over here. Right on this side. Top the other one on this side, just like that. And of course, why not use it on the other side? Now you can do open face, and you can serve it with a fork and knife if you don't want to get dirty and messy. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna use one on each side, and I'm gonna do it in open face. So I'm gonna do one open face and the other one as a sandwich, even though it is a sandwich. So then what I want to do is I want to come over here, and as you can see, I am piling this up. You see that, how I'm piling this up? Because, you know, after all, this is lunch. And sometimes, you know, we have had sandwiches for dinner. So, I mean, depending, and especially on a hot summer day, this is wonderful. So now that I have this, then what I'm going to be utilizing for this is that I am going to be utilizing some spinach. And what I want to do is I want to bring some spinach up in here like so. And I'm just going to do it on each side. Oh, spinach is full of iron. It's full of all kinds of wonderful things that we have. Also, what I want to do here is with the spinach is I want to come in and I have some basil. And I'm just going to put little bits of basil that I am just going to put right on the sandwich. Why not, right? Because it just gives it a wonderful flavor when you're biting into this. And this is how we're going to play it out. And then what I want to do over here is I have some Greek olives. So if you can omit the Greek olives if you don't like the Greek olives. You know, and when you're doing this, get yourself a nice board. So if they all fall on the other side, guess what? You get to eat them afterwards. I know I do. I don't throw anything away. And then to this, I am going to be utilizing some wonderful, and what I've done is I took a red pepper and I put it on the grill until they got nice and charred. And then that's what I have here, these beautiful red peppers. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And I'm just going to just put them like so. Oh, man, this is so beautiful. It is so tasty, guys. It's so tasty. You know, sometimes when you go to these restaurants and they make these open sandwiches, you know, they pile them super high. And of course, you know, you can't put them together because you have to have a mouth this big. And you know, and sometimes they put olive oil all over them. So depending on where you go. Now to this, what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to add some green onions to that. I'm just gonna put them like so, just like that. You know, it's like the Italian flag, red and green and white. And then what I'm going to be utilizing for this one is I have provolone cheese. After all, this is an Italian-inspired sandwich, and I want to come over here with provolone cheese, put them right on top like so, just like that. Look at that. Look at that. And then I'm going to bring back my beautiful platter that I have here. I'm going to move this guy out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the one sandwich like so on one side. So it can, you know, you can really see what you are getting here. And then what I'm going to do is get to the other one. I mean, this makes an amazing, incredible lunch, guys. So, you know, you have your goat cheese on your green goddess. You have your provolone cheese on the Italian inspired. So, pretty much, we are finished. But aspetta, because I want to do a little more to this. You know, for me, I am going to bring a little bit of the olive oil, and I am just going to make it even better, just over that, and just over the other one. And then let me bring it to you so I can show you, these beautiful sandwiches. You have your green goddess with a beautiful goat cheese and all this deliciousness. You have your Italian inspired sandwich. And then of course you have this deliciousness, little yummies on the sides. I want to thank all my wonderful sponsors for joining me, and I want to thank you for joining me, and have a blessed, beautiful day. God bless every single one of you. Woo-hoo.